Welcome Shopify store owners. Are you ready to expand your business globally? Today let's show you how to activate international markets into Shopify, enabling you to sell your products worldwide. So let's cover everything from the setting up multi-currency to adjusting the shipping rates from international customers. First of all, what you want to do is to, of course, have an actual account into Shopify. I'm going to leave you the link down below in the description just in case you haven't claimed your actual free trial and then having a huge deal directly into the first 3 months of your store into Shopify. So today what I want to do is to enable the multiple multi-currencies into our store. So here what I wanted to do is to focus inside our dashboard. Directly here into our dashboard you have the home, the products, the orders, and so much more. So first let's set up the multiple currencies to accommodate international customers. Into the left part, let's navigate to the Shopify administrator. Let's navigate directly into settings. And here let's click directly into the section that says payment. Inside payment section, let's click directly into the managed of the element that you wanted to actually focus on. In this case, if you have Shopify payments, it's going to be really easy to select from a list of currencies you wanted to offer into your store. So Shopify payments must be enabled to use this feature. If you don't, what you can do, of course, is to try to manage the payments from a third-party supplier that you're currently using. For example, here, I'm actually using Stripe. So Stripe enables Visa, MasterCard, American Express, Apple Pay, and so much more. If I wanted to ensure that everything worked correctly into Stripe, I needed to sign it directly into the provider I'm currently using. For example, in that case, is the actual Stripe. Inside Stripe, what I can do is to manage the elements and the actual multi-currencies that I do want to receive when it comes to receiving payments from the actual Shopify directly into Stripe. Now we can configure the international domains. So setting up international domains to provide a localized shopping experience, you wanted to focus into the settings once again inside here. Let's focus inside the domain section that appears here just below apps and sales channels. So here you can add country-specific domains or subdomains. So each domain can be configured to tell you the specific country or region, so complete with local languages and of course currencies. So for example, in my case, I have the Coast store. And here I can change my domain type, view it, and add much more stuff. And what's more important is to focus into the option that says markets. Inside markets, what you can see is that we have active 1 out of 3. So that means that what I can do is to enable the total of the sales, the conversion rate, and do it international. So based on some similar stores, what I can do is to add more markets. So this, of course, all the customers won't see this, but here, let's say for example that this is the actual market you wanted to get started with. In this case, for example, I'm focusing into Mexico, only into North America, for example, so I can enable all the actual countries that are inside North America. So I choose North America, and if you wanted to, you can enable South America. So with that being said, I can just unscroll here and go for the market. In this case, what I want to do is to only type, for example, market name. Let's go for America. And here, as you can see, we are now enabling stuff directly into the American section. So here, what I can do is to change the market settings. For example, the actual language. We can, of course, choose the language here. In this case, let's go for add more and install the Shopify Translate and Adapt. So this one is going to be helping us to, let's say, for our customers, so they can be feeling more confident to check out our actual website into the language they're currently using. So if I enable the translation and adapt, you can see that we have the localized content appears into English. So what I just need to do is to choose once again the translate and adapt. I go for languages, directly into languages. Let's say that I go for Spanish. And now, as you can see, I choose the option that says translate, and adapt. Now, automatically, of course, if I choose auto translate, the automation translate is going to be using the translation software powered by the Google Translate. So we're going to be using those elements. You want to make sure, of course, that you don't publish this before you check it out, because this is not so accurate. So you want to make sure that you're checking this out before publishing it. And lastly, of course, the shipping settings. So configuring your shipping settings for the international orders, inside back into settings, let's select the shipping and delivery here. And you can add the countries you wanted to ship to and a specific shipping rates for each zone. So I choose a new profile, for example. And here what I can do is to add all the products the shipping origins, and the shipping zones. I can create a new zone and do exactly the same thing as I did here, for example, the America. And here I can add a custom rate, the shipping rate, custom rate name, the custom delivery description, the actual price, if this one is free or if there's a connection in pricing or whatever. So here, let's say, for example, I choose custom free and I go for done. So setting up the taxes depending on what is the actual courier that you chose for the shipping zones and the delivery dates, the order routing, all of this depend on what is the actual packaging shopping that you chose. Either that could be, for example, DHL Express, UPS, or FedEx, even FedEx. And last, of course, customizing your store for the international markets. So, including the translation that we could choose, we can do so much more elements. For example, resonating with international outings by opening third-party application that can automate translation based on the visitor's location. Other thing that we can do is to try to change the currency of the actual store. So in this case, you can see that we have our store inside with MXN. But here, let's say, for example, that I wanted to enable multi-currency change so people can check it out if this one is from NXN to USD dollars, and of course all of that doing those directly into the App Store. And there's much more applications that you can use for sharing this and turn your actual store into international markets. And that, guys, is how you can actually focus into activating the international markets inside of Shopify. By setting up these features, you can effectively extend your reach globally and tap into new customer bases. So thank you so much for watching the video, guys. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to more Shopify tutorials. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully we can see you into a brand new section of TechExpress. See you next time.